Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another tutorial episode. For this episode, we're going to be taking a little bit of a look at the Technic item, Buildcraft item called a Quarry. And this is actually a request that I had, so yeah, I hope this will prove useful to you guys for learning about how to use quarries and uh, possibly a little bit about how to integrate them into your rail system. I'm not going to go into any massively complex layout or anything like that. I think the basics are sufficient. You guys can expand from there pretty easily. So we'll start with taking a quick look at the recipe here. So for the quarry, this is kind of it's basically a big item to mine out resources without having to do all the work yourself. So it takes 3 iron gears, 2 gold gears, 2 diamond gears, takes an unused diamond pickaxe, so no enchants, no damage, no usage at all on it. Now, if you have the Talisman of Repair, you should be able to have it repaired to full, but I don't think it can have any enchantments or anything like that on it, and a little bit of redstone. Now, by default, when you place down a quarry, it's going to put this frame together for you. And that's the area that the quarry is actually going to mine resources out of. And I didn't put cables in my inventory yet. So let's go fiber cables. There we go. Get some of those handy. Now, in order to power this quarry, it's got to be powered with Buildcraft power. So you can use your redstone engines. If you put redstone engines on it, it's going to go really, really slow. You put steam engines on there, and it will go to fair pace. If you want to rig up combustion engines and power them with fuel and water, water for cooling, then they'll actually move pretty quick. But I've got a better way. So we have this kind of primarily just on my demo world. This is just to teleport between my original area that I'm working in and the area that I started doing the railcraft tutorials. So I've got a line of HV solar arrays that are plugged into these MFSUs. So you can see these are all charged up. This array produces, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. It produces over 4,000 EU per tick. And if I take from the output of these, I'm going to be outputting, let's see, 2.5 EU, or 2.5 thousand EU per tick. So we'll take this over a little ways. And boom. And what I've got here is a variety of the electric engines that are part of the Technic pack. So the engines are basically, it depends on what size, how much resources you want to devote to your engine. And each type produces a different amount of Buildcraft power and consumes the industrial craft power to do so. So this one just takes a steam engine, a battery, and electronic circuit. And what we'll do is I'll hook up the pipes, and we'll take a look at each one in turn, and you can see how fast it actually does the job here. Oops, I'm going to need... Oh, and I actually put the wrong kind of wooden pipe in my inventory, because one of these actually needs a special type of wooden pipe, a wooden conductive pipe, in order to work properly. So we're just going to put that in place right from the start because it'll work with all of the engines. So we'll plug that in there. And I just startled myself like you wouldn't believe, jumped out of my skin, because I entirely forgot that slow engine, yeah, it can't operate on HV power. Oops. Yeah, so let's back off a little ways here and get some transformers to make this work. So let's grab a stack of each of those. Let's go ahead and put some dirt back here to stop that water flow. Yeah, so note to anybody that's trying to build with these, be really careful about your power inputs and everything like that, because if you're not, you'll experience what just happened there. And when you're working with these pretty expensive machines, especially when you start getting into like especially like the fast and the adjustable engines, you don't want to end up blowing those up to Kingdom Come the moment you plug things in. So let's try this again. We're going to take HV and I think that's the wrong orientation. No, that's right, I think. Take the medium and take the... Okay, where'd the lows go? There they are. Take a low voltage. And now we just need to turn this thing on. So I'm just going to grab some redstone torches and go boink. And apparently I have these pointed the wrong direction. Yeah, so I need a wrench. I thought I was prepared, but clearly I was not. Is it not the... What... Oh, there we go. Oops, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it'll work. I want an MV. And if I do this right, there we go. There we go. So now we got those transformed down so that this will start working. Now, as you can see, there's this little floating block here. This is the construction, kind of the construction arm to build the frame of the quarry. And it will sit here, and it takes a little while to do this phase. It will eat out everything that's inside of this box to start with while it builds the frame. And then it will actually start running the quarry. So we're going to, you can see that's not really all that fast that it's building. So we're going to, okay, that's interesting. We're going to get the slow engine out of the way. And we're going to replace it with a regular engine. And now this one, I believe, takes medium voltage. I hope I'm right about that, because otherwise we're going to have another big explosion. There we go. So there's the medium voltage, or the regular engine. And you can see it's building quite a bit faster here. So much, much faster than it's putting the frame together. And now we're going to step up one more level to the fast electric engine. So I'm going to put that and connect it. And now you can see there's not a huge difference in how fast this one goes. I think the medium may be at the peak of what the quarries can actually handle. But now you see there's the quarry arm extended, and it's going to dig down. And it's going to start at the highest level, and it will just dig every block out, and it'll go back and forth across and dig out every block that's in it. And it's just going to shoot them out right now because we don't have it connected to anything. So that's what I've got these stone pipes for. We're going to stick these in here. And there you go. So that's, you just connect your pipes this way, and then now if you wanted to connect this into a rail system, you could connect these to item loaders. And I'm not going to do the unloader side of this because that should be fairly apparent. And actually, I don't think this will work quite like we want it because it will only hold inventory on one item type. But what we can do is you can hook this up to a chest of some kind. I'm going to grab a crystal chest. So you can put your crystal chest up next to it. Dump all of the items that it's collecting into it, and then you can put your item loader next to your crystal chest. First, would grab some sand or something to use as a building platform, and put your loaders back on the bar. And now you'd have your track run under the loader, and just have it fill up your mine carts. And then you can also use whatever advanced loaders or any other tricks to change what particular item types you're loading or how full you make it. So this is all fine and dandy, and yeah, it looks kind of cool. Dig out this little area. But what if you want to dig out a much bigger area? Well, we got a solution for that. So I'm going to turn off this quarry. And I'm actually going to take this one entirely out of here. Grab it here. Whoops. There we go. So we got this little arm out here. We got the all this other stuff. Well, we want to make it bigger, so we're going to take some redstone torches and turn them into landmarks. And we're going to make a bigger quarry. So basically, you can build these quarries to be any size up to 64 blocks by 64 blocks. So we're going to make this. We're going to start with one corner of it being right here. Basically, you just just take these. If we put a redstone torch next to it, it will turn on these beams that it will send out, so that you can that's how you can align the other torches, other landmarks with it easier. So we're going to put one here, and we'll put that like so. You can see this one is locked on and active, and then we're going to go out this way. We're going to come over here, and we're just going to go to right here. And now, if I did this right, we should be able to come back over here, because you should only need 3 of these landmarks in order to connect it. So now that's red. I think I did this wrong. What am I doing wrong here? Well, I think it's on. That's how I recall it, this whole thing working. Now, if I take and I put the quarry down right here, I don't think I need that. And where did I put my quarry? I put this quarry right here. No, that's not right. That's not right at all. That is not actually fully activated. I am doing this very wrong and failing. I don't know why I'm failing so miserably. So, just so you know, most of the time I don't use bigger quarries. It's not really necessary most of the time. Oops. Fly over here. Most of the time, a single quarry is going to... just a regular size quarry is going to run for a pretty good length of time unless you're really putting a lot more power into it. Even at their maximum power, they really aren't going to Okay, I'm missing something. I think it's... Do I actually need to have the landmark over here? I thought you only had to have 3 of them connected. Or maybe it's because I need this one in order to put it on this corner. That could be. So the problem is, I don't have any way of actually plugging in here. Let's grab some more dirt. And we'll try getting this set up real quick. Okay, so we're going to build this out. Like so. Put our landmark there. And let's see if we can get this thing to turn on. That should be on. But it's not. Okay, so why is this not working the way it's supposed to? These landmarks are not turning on the way that they're supposed to turn on. Let's try. Let's try doing this. Let's take away the landmarks. Okay, really? What gives? I can't even... Oh, there it goes. It wasn't even letting me destroy that one. Okay, so... Let's try... Let's try doing this way. There we go. So now that I've stopped failing at putting this together, you can see that there's a red box out here outlining the area. So now, when I go and put this down, you can see that the construction frame outlines that entire area. And now, when we put the redstone torch down, it's going to start building out the quarry to mine out that entire area. And I'm going to want to take these to that chest over there. Obviously, if you were building this for real, you wouldn't have such a weird pattern built in there, but it doesn't really matter for this purpose. So you can see it's basically slicing up everything that's in the area. You don't get anything that it's destroying in order to build the quarry, as far as I know. I have not seen any of those coming out of the quarry so far, and I don't think I've ever seen it give you any of the stuff it cuts out. So if you just want to, if you're just looking for stuff on the surface, this is definitely not the way to go. But otherwise, it's a great way of collecting resources. Now, like I said, I'm powering this with the electrical engines. I have essentially an unlimited amount of power in this system right here. You can see this one's barely down any. The rest of them are all maxed out. So, I mean, I'm basically never going to run out of power in this system. We can do one more thing that just to show the full gamut of what this system, or what the engines are capable of. We have this adjustable electric engine, is the top one. And the cool thing about this one is you can specify how fast you want it to go. Let's see if I can get where I can see it building as it goes here. So if we take this down, the minimum power that it will provide is 1 per tick. And you can see that's the one per tick is basically a uh, redstone engine level, or no, actually I think it's steam engine level, and we can ramp that up to 4. It's going to go a little bit faster, and we can ramp that up to, so like there's 104. It's putting out an awful lot of power. And you see the it's I think it's actually using all of that. Not sure, but it seems to be. Um, Maybe. Surely I didn't drain the. Well, they're all full now. Basically, with this solar array, the moment the sun comes up, it's pretty much full. So anyway, now you can see the arm. It's moving at a pretty good clip there. And let's go ahead and we'll bump this up to 300 and see what happens. You see it's really pumping the resources out there. So yeah, that's another one of the fun toys that are in Technic. And just for grins, we'll hop back over to my main part of my demo world, and you'll see I have 2 of these adjustable engines turned up to their max. I have all of these lasers for assembly tables. They'll produce diamond chipsets like crazy. And I was playing with biofuel, and what's really fun is these are all the pneumatic generators that take Buildcraft energy and turn it into industrial craft energy. And I hooked all of those up to mass fabricators. And you can see they generate UU matter really nice and quick. So anyway, that's just a quick little sample of some of the things that you can do with these with the tools that are around. I hope you guys enjoy this episode or this tutorial and find it useful. Hit like and subscribe, and helps me know that you guys do appreciate them, and I will certainly be making more of them as ideas and everything else come along. So if you have things that you want to want tutorials on, by all means leave a comment, and I will definitely take a look at that and see what I can do about making a tutorial for you guys. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.